first thing we're gonna do is I ask the audience to please silence your cell phones at the zoning board of appeals meeting for August 31st, 2025. So everyone please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right. Tonight we have 4 appeals. First, we're gonna look over the minute. Everybody received the minutes.
Yeah, it is.
And any adding changes or anything that anybody recommends?
May I make a motion to approve the minutes from last
Well,
month?
let's, anybody please. We're good. All right, you make a motion?
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? All right, motion passed for the minutes. All right, the first appeals on the agenda, the board will hear each appeal separately. We will hear from the applicant in time to hear from the public on that variance that we will make our decision at this vote. We already did that. The legal notice for tonight's agenda has been published to notify the general public of this meeting. May I have a motion to waive the reading of the
I will make that motion.
publication? Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? Anybody opposed? The motion passes. At this time, I request a motion to open the public hearing on the first item on the agenda for 7444 Collimer Road in East Syracuse. Can I get a motion? Sure.
I motion to open the public hearing on that property.
I will second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so the public hearing's open. Can I get Mr. Glassford? Come on up and you'd like to tell us what you'd like to do on the property. Yep, come on up to the stage, podium. And just tell us what you'd like to do and then we'll follow up with some questions.
Yeah, so it's just a typical pole barn building. It's in the back corner of the property. We do the height, it exceeds the height allowance, so I'm here for a variance for the height.
Okay. What do you plan to be putting in the pole barn?
Basically my stuff, boat, cars.
Is it gonna be
tools.
2-story?
No, single story.
Single story, any plumbing?
Not at this time.
Okay, and electric?
Electric eventually. Right now, just cold storage, basically.
Full storage. Right?
How many cars do you expect to put in here?
Depends on how many I can fit.
One big boat.
Yeah, I've got a couple now, one's at my friend's house, one's out back. Not a, place to keep them running, basically.
Will there be a lift inside?
Not at this time. I mean, maybe eventually, but
So it's 26 foot 3 inches, so you need that 9 foot 3 inch variance.
Correct.
That height, correct?
yes.
So this is 17 feet. That's pretty tall. Is it gonna match the house?
Color wise, it'll be a little darker, but like I say, it's 350 feet from the road. It's hidden by trees. I have no neighbors in the rear, no neighbor on the right. Actually, the property is bordered on 2 sides by the technical district overlay for the census, now the Saab Corporation. So it's probably going to be partially undeveloped for many years to come.
Repeat what that is.
So the area behind me used to be farm, it was agriculture. So Saab, they have a radar test facility there. So when they did the rezoning of it, it's, I think 30 or 40% of it has to remain undeveloped. So I'm just saying there's never gonna be at least I don't think, a residential neighbor there.
The screening, is that on you, like there's that woods behind there, you said?
Yeah, I'm saying behind it, there's a ton of woods, and then my property used to be 2 lots, and there's trees.
So part of your property has those trees like
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's along the first lot, kind of.
With it back there, you're not gonna see it.
Yeah.
And,
Down the page, I saw that.
and there's enough stuff, the property next door, and there's similar barns in the vicinity.
Yeah, I put a picture of the nearest neighbor to the west. They have a, you know, traditional style, like a hay barn, I would call it. It's probably about 30 feet tall. That's been there at least 40 years. We've been there and probably longer. And that's right along the road.
So you,
It's also not far from the one that we had last, couple months back. But maybe that was the fall. One that we did like that, that was,
Had the little
Long
cupola,
Conner, but-
mhm,
yeah,
the
yeah,
cupola.
yeah, it's back there. It's right
Yeah.
here. He's at the corner, just north of, or just south of where, Crossroads is, across the road.
Oh, yeah.
There, but
Next to
it's similar height to what you want, so
Okay.
that's why I was bringing it up.
Yeah.
yes, yeah, I pulled in to turn around. Okay,
Sort of near Mel's, or well, what was it?
Yeah, yeah, kind of across the road.
Yeah, Xeon's.
Yep.
do you have any other questions? I have notes for one, look at my notes.
So it would be storage space on like above
No,
is there gonna be like a loft
No.
storage space up there?
no, it's just the upper portion, the trusses just be
Just how?
airspace. There's no, can't put anything up there.
And nobody's living in it,
No.
an ADU.
No.
Yeah, and we asked that question because the ADU is an accessory dwelling unit, so that's come for the town board and it's a whole different process if somebody's
Oh,
gonna have
yeah,
living
no.
space.
In there. That's why I asked if it's 2
Yeah.
story.
Oh, I got it.
And then the plumbing piece, so an accessory dwelling unit.
Yeah, the plumbing piece, like I say, years down the road, I entertained the thought of putting a bathroom, you know, I mean, just because it's so far from the house. Doesn't necessarily have to happen, it's just a convenience thing. But that would be a whole separate, you know, I have to go through the health department and all that to.
And then, someone wanted, why is so far back?
Just to keep it away from the house, I mean, you know, I didn't want it in the middle of my yard. And like I said, there's nothing back there, so it just made sense to push it as far back as I could.
That on septic?
Yes,
It is on septic, where's the leach field at?
the leach field right now is behind the house. Sort of to the western side.
Alright. Any other questions?
We get anything from the neighbors? No, I think we answered it, because I would ask the same questions you did, so. You answered all these questions?
I did,
See, even
I
not
asked
here,
them,
even not here, you asked those questions.
and it was the same questions we asked usually in the board comes consensus with, so I'm like, alright.
Can I make a motion to close the public hearing?
Yeah.
I'll second that, so don't have anybody on.
Oh, no, nobody's answered.
Unless anybody in the audience has any questions. All right, you second it. I second it.
All in favor, close the public hearing?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Alright, you may have a seat, the board is gonna discuss, and there's a list of questions that we have to go to. The board will then determine the variance requested is in balance or in detriment to the health, safety, and welfare of the community. So let's do a discussion first, and then we'll look at the questions. Anything that came to mind? I think it's a pretty significant.
It's a large variance.
That's a large barn.
Yeah.
Very big barn, but it fits into the character of the neighborhood. There's all around it.
And they're screening with the trees that are on his property, he's not.
It's not like you're sitting very far back.
Very far.
If you come down the road, you're not gonna see it.
I think the plumbing though, if we put a condition of the plumbing in there, I mean, I don't know, that's a discussion for.
Well, if he puts plumbing in, you'll have to come back before you guys, so that would get addressed at that time.
We wouldn't put a
Well-
condition in there that you
Right.
need the plumbing.
Well, because you want to make sure it's got an AED. I think we can put an issue. I think.
Did I say
A?
But if you.
ADU?
AED? No.
Well, you know, the law might change by then, that we might have to review.
Right, but also,
So, I would say that's important.
so can you put a condition just for plumbing down the road for the use for a bathroom and just leave it at that?
Sure.
But I mean, you're not gonna tell them that you can't go to the bathroom.
Right.
Right.
Gotta go to the
I mean, yeah, I need to even specifically refer to the, you know.
Just reference that, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be good, be okay with that?
That's,
How about you, Eric?
I'm okay with that.
So the condition would be not be used as an eight. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's put that condition in there.
And at the end of the day, based on the construction of how that barn is together, it wouldn't support a second story, so, you know. He'd have to come back before the board if that was ever,
well, it's good enough. That part.
Okay, so let's go through the questions, unless we have anything else to discuss. Okay. So the first factor to be considered is whether the benefits sought by applicant can be achieved by a feasible alternative to the variance.
yeah, a little shorter.
Yeah.
But how tall's your boat? If you put something else taller in there. Right.
Yeah, just figure, you know,
Or
camper, camper.
Yeah.
So you're making it useful for other things.
Yeah.
So it is a possibility to make it shorter.
The answer would be
Whether undesirable change would be produced in character, neighborhood, or detriment to nearby properties.
no.
No. I think because if it's in the character of the neighborhood, if it, you know, it's woods behind there, you can't really see it from the road. Whether the request variance is substantial. Yes. Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric?
Yes.
Yes, it's pretty substantial. Whether the variance has an adverse impact on the physical or environmental conditions of the neighborhood.
No.
No. Whether the alleged difficulty was self-created.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, the ZBA, I always mess this part up, after the ZBA take into consideration the above 5 factors, finds this benefit to the applicant outweigh the detriment to the neighborhood or community, or does not?
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
It does outweigh.
That's secret there.
This agreement that there's no significant impact on the environment, therefore I propose a type 2 action on seeker and no further review is required. Based on our discussions, would someone make a motion to grant or deny a area variance for this applicant?
Madam Chair, I would like to make a motion to grant a height variance of 9 feet 3 inches to Christopher Glassberg for the property located at 7444 Collimer Road, East Syracuse, New York 13057. Tax map 038.-03-10.1. This variance is being granted for the construction of a 54-foot by 72-foot attached garage, which I think is the largest garage we've done in a few years. And with a condition, that.
Never be used, not used as an accessory dwelling unit. Right. Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Tom? I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. We will connect with you. You're all set regarding that, or Tom will connect. Okay, so it did pass. Congratulations. All right. So the second item on the agenda is, I'm sorry, the 5th item would be 6337 Fremont Road.
Christopher,
Syracuse.
we'll be in touch.
Um,
Tom or Jay will be in touch with you, and he's gonna undo the barrier so you can get out.
Oh,
Have a good night.
thank you.
See you, Chris.
for Stephen Santamon. Did I say that correct?
Santa.
At this time, can I request a motion to open the public hearing on this agenda item?
I'll make a motion.
Can I get a second?
I second the motion to open the public hearing on this item.
You know, waive the reading too, make a motion, waive the reading. I'll second that.
Oh, thank you.
So let's do that one first.
Okay. Waive the reading. Either?
No, so.
Okay, everybody
Yeah, I made it second.
clear?
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. All right, so going back to the request to motion to open the public hearing,
Make the motion.
and then Claire second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Sandeman. Come on up and tell us what you would like to do.
Well, I have an old garage, one-car garage, it's falling apart, rotting out, and I want to replace it, so.
Okay.
And, I guess there's an issue with it on the property line, so I guess I gotta move it 5 feet over.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make it slightly bigger than what it is, so.
Okay.
So I'm gonna 3 feet wider and 5 feet longer, or 6 feet longer. So, I wanna move it 5 feet over and 5 feet back, I guess. That's why I'm here.
Okay. Same color as the house?
Yep.
It's a little bigger footprint than what was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much, so.
But not much.
But it's going on that same footprint, just takes up a little more space.
Well, I like to keep it where it is, but apparently the garage, original garage is on the property line or close to it, so I can't,
So you're
Build
actually
it on
shifting it
your
over.
You're gonna
property.
shift it over a little.
so I have to move it over.
It's
But
just a
it-
different.
I mean, if I move it 5 feet over, it's close to my septic tank, so I wanted to move it back 5 feet, which it shouldn't be an issue, I don't think. So,
So it's the same footprint,
And
you're actually moving it off the property line.
So that also answers why
well,
it has to be where it is, because you've got the subject and property lines.
So there's no real,
Subject is-
so it's almost like he's replacing it and moving it over, it's better,
He's making it
easy and
better.
improvement.
Yes.
Okay. Same color as the house.
yeah,
Okay. Just gonna put side yard setback, it's less, it'll be less than where the original over was, all right? Any other questions? Anybody from the audience? Anybody on Zoom?
Is it just the one?
Yeah,
Nobody on Zoom.
just the one. All right, can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
I motion to close the public hearing.
Second that.
Eric, you second it?
Yep.
All in favor? Anybody opposed? All right, you may have a seat. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna have a discussion and go over those criteria questions. Okay, discussion? Don't ask the house.
It's gonna be improvement, not leaving that close to the
Right.
property.
Did you own the house when it had that original shed?
yes,
Okay, so this is just, did you put that original shed on there?
no,
No, you got the shed when you bought the house?
Right.
Okay, so actually, is it really self-created, if the other one brought him down and the next one?
No, no,
So we'll go through the criteria question. Because,
well,
right, that's it.
it's a yes and no.
Because he could tear it down and leave it.
Right, so if he's correcting what was an out of compliance code-wise building and making it better, but he's still putting one in, so he's still creating, it's still self-created, right?
Yes,
Right.
okay. Okay, thank you. But I
I
feel like,
always try to answer.
all right. Anything else for discussion?
No, this one I think is pretty straightforward, and there really, you can't move it far from where you want it,
Because of the septic.
the way the property line is. And those are long, narrow lots, so you don't have a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun fact, many generations ago, that was my family's property, when they came here from Germany, yes.
That's great.
As was the St. Mary's, the cemetery and the property there.
All right,
I'm not old.
do you want to go through the criteria questions?
Sure.
Or anything else for discussion? Okay. Whether benefits sought by applicant can be achieved by a feasible alternative to variance. I think, no,
No, because where it's situated,
there was no other location you could really go with the septic and with already the footprint
Well,
there.
we go way back.
Yeah. But with that side yard, because of the side yard variance, would he still need a side yard variance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
So maybe yes for them? Or is it no? Whether benefits sought by applicant can be achieved by a feasible alternative to the variance. No. Eric?
No.
Whether undesirable change can be produced in character, neighborhood, or desired detriment to neighborhood properties, nearby properties. No. I think it's an improvement.
Oh, yeah.
Whether the request variance is substantial.
No.
No. He's moving it over.
No, because just like some of like the Homewood properties, the way these lots are, they're just, the way that the code is, you have to accommodate basically because of
Weird shape.
the width of the properties. Typically. Yeah, and just like, Churchill up in on South Spring.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
all long, narrow properties.
Okay, good to know. Whether the variance has an adverse impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood.
There's already one there.
Whether the alleged difficulty is self-created.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes and no. Yes, we'll say yes. The ZBA, after taking into consideration the above 5 factors, finds that the benefit to the applicant does outweigh the detriment to the neighborhood or community. This is agreement that there's no significant impact on the environment, therefore I propose a type 2 action on seeker and no further review is required. Based on our discussions, would someone make a motion to grant Article 9 area variance for this applicant?
Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to grant a side yard setback variance of 10 feet to Stephen Santamoff for the property located at 6337 Fremont Road, East Syracuse, New York, 13057, tax map 054-01-16.1. This variance is being granted for the construction of an 18-foot by 24-foot detached garage.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried. You're all set? Tom, we'll get it connect with you regarding it.
All right.
Very good. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Well done.
Okay,
Thanks, Eric.
We'll cover it.
right. Okay. Somebody wants to go to the area? No. It's been moving, that's you.
Are you complaining down there, Jamie?
No. All right, next on the agenda is, and if I pronounce this name wrong, I apologize, Frank Gattuso at 9 Land Grove Drive, Fayetteville, New York. At this time, I request a motion to open the public hearing on this item on the agenda.
Madam Chairman, I wrong information to open the public hearing on this item.
Oh, we have to wait.
I'll make the motion to waive the reading.
Okay, you second that.
Second.
All in favor? To waive the reading?
Then I'll second her motion.
Okay, you get all that carried, I apologize. I keep your in the public hearing.
I got you.
All right, everybody in favor of opening the public hearing?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, come on up. Tell us what you would like to do at 9 Lane Grove Drive.
Good evening. I'd like to install a in-ground pool, 10 foot by 16 is what we discussed with the pool company, Liverpool Pool and Spa. The application I submitted was just for a variance, and the notice I received was for a 14-foot setback, or 14-foot side yard setback. So it's not clear to me where 14 feet came from. I didn't request that. 14 feet might be enough, it might be
So
more.
it's 20, right?
It's 20, yes,
Right, is what's required.
yes.
So you're looking for a setback of 14, which is a variance of
6, okay,
Yeah,
that was
it's-
weird, yes, I wasn't sure it was 6,
So-
yeah, okay.
So it'll mean that once your pool's built, it'll be 6 foot off the property.
6 months, okay.
Yeah. And you've got a kind of interesting shape.
Lot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So you have 6 feet, you require another 14 feet. Correct. Is that how it is? Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, let's, I'm gonna make sure I said that right.
Yeah.
And so I'll look at it again.
Do you want,
Down there,
what do you want, Jamie?
just kind of go back. So,
You rotate it.
No, you can do it. Keep going.
What do you want me to rotate?
No, you have it right first.
There?
That way.
see, it's
So now there, the pool's in the top right corner.
just right.
Okay.
Right. That's really what it's about. So it's, the one corner is going to be 6 feet off and the other corner is going to be.
Can you zoom in on that, Gary?
It's 10 feet and 16 feet. There's also a pretty solid natural tree barrier around this property.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out.
Jamie, do you want me to go
That
further
corner,
in
and how
on
far
it?
away from the property line would be.
How far from the property line is the back corner of the pool?
It's really hard to say because it's not marked. And it is an odd, I know generally where that line is on my property. There used to be a line of trees there that I had removed.
So.
And it is within,
Thank you, I don't need to correct.
well, I know it's well within the property line. It's the 20 feet. I'm not exactly sure.
Based on how he has this written here, if it's 16 feet there, where it guts up to the end, is it?
1.6. That's what I'm thinking.
No.
So Tom's letter,
Yeah, that's.
zoning board referral, says the applicant is requesting a side yard setback of 6 feet and will need a variance of 14 feet to provide relief from the 20-foot side yard
So
setback.
that's what I was trying to say, is that top corner only 6 feet?
6 feet from the property, right, and the other one looks like it's 16.
Yes.
Is that the size of the pool?
That's the size of the pool. That's supposed to be 16 feet by 10 feet.
Oh, okay. So here's
So
my
6 feet.
question. How is Tom going to figure this out in the field?
Okay, so, we don't. It's up to the homeowner to make sure that that property line and that distance is where it's supposed to be from the markers that is on his property.
So there's markers somewhere, or does the surveyor have to?
When the survey was done, there's pins put in. There's iron rods in front and back. And if the homeowner is to follow that, he can find the pins and have the distance laid back. Right.
So is it going to have a string on it, or again, how is Tom gonna verify that in the field? Because it's a wonky shape, right? So, you know, and it doesn't, you know, you can't really tell by looking. That's not a surveyor's you know, I'm just saying, do we need to require anything for this to be properly measured? And also, it protects the homeowner, because what if he accidentally goes over the property line?
Right.
That's easy to do, you know, what it appears to be may not be exactly.
That's something that's.
Especially where it's at that kind of an angle.
Well, again, we're not surveyors, but like I said, when we speak with the homeowner, we suggest and say, you know, find your pins. Make sure that you have your property line, so you know exactly what the distance is, where you need to be. That's,
Right. So how are you gonna do that?
I've seen the pins. One is kind of back in woods back there, but I've seen it. It's more than a pin. It's a full 6 foot heavy
Rod.
stake.
Right, okay.
Yeah, yes. And then up in the front, I'm pretty sure I've seen it also in the front, it's much smaller. So I suppose if I got 250 feet of rope, I could do this, mark it out.
Then I'm asking codes, do you want him to do that?
yes,
Okay.
that would be the best method, safest method.
Sure.
So this way you know exactly where your line is, so you know exactly where the placement of the pool is gonna be.
Okay.
And again, legitimate question, that's something that we do discuss with.
That we do the variance with him,
With the
condition that that's done. That's what I was trying to,
Sure.
I was trying to get that.
And also, like, when you go to sell the property, if all of a sudden you're like, wow, I'm 2 feet from the property line. And then someone looks up the variance and it's like, wow, this is an illegal pool, so it's really protecting you as well.
Okay.
And,
Maybe down the road,
Yeah, just to make sure you're accurate on everything.
But this is not, occupied, the property next door, is it unoccupied?
Oh, yeah, it's occupied. They're way back. The actual structure is hundreds of feet away. In between is the berm for what used to be a railroad.
That's, so it's pretty unsteady, it's like, it's a big slope, that berm. And it's about, what do you think? They've got a fence right in front, that, to the right of the house when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
And that's where the pool's gonna be back that way.
Yeah, behind that fence and then further back,
You
sort of
got a nice
behind.
patio back there.
Yeah, it's sort of tucked in the patio corner.
Okay. And there's lots, and the tree, I mean, one of the things is there's trees, is that on your property or is that on that berm property?
The trees are on the berm, and that is the neighbor's property.
That is neighbor's property. What if the neighbor wanted to take down those trees? Is there any privacy other than that?
Well, the berm itself, the land, is probably
Okay.
20 feet, 25 feet high. You can't see over that berm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that creates a
And
big
that's what I was
area.
saying is that it's protected.
I just wanna make sure
I
like
mean,
there's
I should
screening
say
there.
shielded, it's shielded so that there really isn't, you're not gonna see it.
And it's just gonna be a 10 by 16 fence?
Yeah, fenced and, yeah, but if we wanted to change 10 by 16 and we thought about maybe, I thought about making it square instead of rectangular. Would we come back for a new variance? Instead of, we were gonna make it 14 by 14 instead of 10 by 16, or if we get the variance, then as long as we're within 6 feet, it's okay?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, because the variance is on
it would be,
the placement of a pool, it's not.
not on the structure of the pool itself,
I don't
as long as it doesn't go over.
Okay.
If you're under, it's great.
Okay.
And your sewer there, so you don't have to worry about leach field or any of that.
Yes.
Any other things for discussion?
And it's clarified about that berm is the old rail line.
I think it's pretty cool.
The berm.
All right. Anybody in the audience would like to ask any questions?
What?
Anybody online? So many people.
I know, it's so exciting.
Can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
Make that motion.
All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? All right, I have a seat. We're gonna have a discussion and we'll go over those questions. All right, discussion, guys. I think that James, right?
That should be part of the motion.
Okay. All right. You agree with that? I mean, it's hidden, you can't really see it. It's all the way in the back, it's not, that berm's there to shield the rest of the neighbors. It does have a fence in the front, it fits in the neighborhood. I love to see there's other pools.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's.
That's, yeah, on that street and the street, next street over, there's.
Anything else you'd like to discuss? Questions? Okay, let's do the questions, the criteria questions. Whether the benefits sought by applicant can be achieved by a feasible alternative to the variance. I say no, it's a weird shaped lot,
I would agree with that.
and you can,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think, Claire?
I agree. I mean, if you didn't have the shape, you might have even put it over the other way.
Yeah.
It's just a should be lot.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, whether undesirable change would be produced in character of the neighborhood or detriment to nearby properties?
No.
No. Okay. Whether the request variance is substantial? 14 feet.
Yes.
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 I believe it's substantial to the property itself. Yeah. Whether the variance is an adverse impact on the physical and environmental conditions of the neighborhood?
No.
No. Whether the alleged difficulty was self-created?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, there is an agreement, there is no significant impact on the environment, therefore I propose a type 2 action on seeker and no further review is required. Based on our discussions, would someone make a motion to grant or deny a variance for an area variance for the applicant?
Make a motion to grant a side yard setback variance of 14 feet to Frank Castuso for the property located at 9 Magro Drive, Fayetteville, New York, 13066, tax map dash 088 dash 01 dash 12 The variance will be granted for the construction of a 10-foot by 16-foot underground pool. And one for the streamline.
Yeah, it's a
With the
condition.
conditions,
To streamline for the property.
to ensure that the pool's placement is in the right place.
That's not good, Jamie? I get a
In the
second?
right spot in accordance with the variance.
Can I get a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion granted. You're all set. Tom will get a hold of you and connect regarding the
Or do.
building permit and all that good stuff.
Or Jay.
Or Jay, sorry, Jay. One of the two. Okay, thank you very much. All right. Can I get a motion to waive
The read.
the public reading?
Yes, I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. All right, can I get a motion to open the
I'll
public
make
hearing
that motion.
for property 7364 Collin Road for Stephen Eagers?
I'll make that motion.
I second it.
All in favor? Aye. Come on up, did I say the name right?
Yeah,
Eggers.
that's fine.
All right. So what would you like to do? Mr. Eggers?
Basically, you have the maps there, surveyor made a map. What I wanna do is move the line back to where it was 30 or 40 years ago. The history of it is that we owned the farm there, and at some point in time, and I cannot tell you the reason why, but at some point, attached to one of the houses on the farm, they added a strip of land behind that took a big chunk out of the farm field. Now, which didn't matter as long as the house was owned by somebody in the family, because the field has been farmed as a field since we bought the farm. My father bought the farm in 1941, so since then, probably 100 years before that. Well, the three houses along the front there were built in the 50s at some point in time, so they've been there that long. Now, my real problem is, and I gave you a color, I think it's a Google map or something, which is really more informative than a surveyor map. The reason is we have a bridge from the main farm that crosses the creek to get into that field. And DEC is never going to allow me to build another bridge. And if I have, the situation right now, the house has to be sold to support my 96-year-old father who's in a nursing home. So if the house doesn't go to a family member, I'm getting cut off at that bridge besides losing the acreage out of the field. And I don't want to get cut off at that bridge and cut off my access to the other field. So I would like to move the line back to where it has historically been, and you can see from that colored map, I think there's some windrows of hay there at that point in time, that the field has always been farmed that way. Those imaginary lines meant nothing, because again, the family member owned the house and the property, and it just went with the field with the farm, whether it was hay field or one time we pastured cows there or whatnot. So what I would like to do before I have to sell the house to a stranger is get the line back up in line with the rest of the houses in that row. Leave me the access to my bridge to get to the field and make things simpler for everybody. And I don't see that has any effect on anybody in the neighborhood. That's where the rest of the lot lines are. Everybody seems happy to have that a farm field.
This line, right? Yeah, putting up more, a little triangle, more land on the
Well,
front.
that triangle resulted from a surveying error back in 1963, I think. And we straightened that out at another point in time, but it was always on a separate deed because of the goof up with the tax map number. So when he redrew this thing to move the line back straight with the other houses, I told him to straighten that out so it would be combined. So when we sell the house, you get one deed to the house and you get a square lot like everybody else.
Yeah, we
You don't
can
have to
see
monkey
that
around with
separate.
the triangle.
That's where the tax
The
map.
triangle was a pain in the neck, but at
Is that
some
what
point,
I'm
somebody made
getting
a.
Yeah.
somebody-
I hear you
No, I-
there. It took us a while to look
No,
at it.
it's,
Excuse
yeah,
me
it's
for
clear on
interrupting.
the-
So if the dotted line is right here. It's what it is now. What it is now. But it comes like this, like this, like this. Okay. This little dotted line is kind of a red herring because it's kind of, believe it or not, it's home tax map parcel. This little triangle right here. So,
I mean, I don't care if that's a big problem to combine that with the other lot. Leave it
No.
go, I don't care.
it is not, because it's a good, we like to clean these things up, so. Point one, basically taking out this dotted line and making that a nice rectangular line. Number two, now, rather than this lot looking like this kind of shape, it's just gonna line up and be right there. The problem is there's a house there, and so there's some non-conformities, and there's non-conformity in size and so forth. And his explanation is he's gotta come across this bridge to farm this land, right? So. To bring that lot, fix that lot and make the other lot okay to be there.
So- My question is then, so the, like on this map here, where that red dot is, that shows that address, right?
Yeah,
So obviously that's part of your field that you farm.
yes, it is.
Which house is yours?
Well,
You're on the farm.
I'm on the farm, but I'm on the other
Okay.
side, so.
So
it's right on
when
the
you-
left-hand side of the picture.
That middle property,
Right,
if we were to straighten that line out, are you just squaring off that? And,
No, he's
Like,
just he's erasing all that extra.
no, I understand that, I'm trying to get to, if you're gonna continue to farm that, right? Are
Yes.
you keeping that bigger chunk in the back and just selling off if you sell your house?
right,
Right.
I wanna keep
Like, are you
that,
gonna,
I wanna keep the big parcel with the farm in the field and just sell off the house. That's why I want the
so
line.
you're gonna square it off?
Right,
Right,
Straight,
so that's what I was trying to get at, is-
straight across.
yeah,
and as I said before, when it was a family member, it wasn't an issue, but now the house got to be sold to support him.
right, you don't wanna give a chunk of your farmland away. when you sell
And I don't
the house.
wanna lose that chunk, but primarily I don't wanna lose that bridge because DEC is never in a million years gonna let me cross that creek again.
Yeah.
So,
That makes sense.
That makes complete sense.
Any other questions?
Even for farmland, I don't.
No,
the only one I knew that could get away with that was across the street, and that's because his daddy worked for Fitzpatrick. If Fitzpatrick came out and read him the riot act, and if he caused him any trouble, he was gonna have him in jail. So,
We don't have that full. Right, any other questions?
No.
That makes sense. All right, can I get a motion to close the public hearing? Or anybody in the audience?
so,
And then anybody online?
I've got a question,
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes,
did this, because it's it has to do with lots and stuff, did this go before planning, or does it not need to?
no, it does not, they're not.
Because they're not developing, they're just straightening out lot lines, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And
That
if
was
we,
discussed.
so then it goes, my other question, because this has come up before. If you straighten this out, you can fix that up, and then you square off that property, give him back his farmland. And he just sells his house. Is that property fit into compliance
Yes,
square footage wise?
no, that's one of the things that we're fixing.
So that little triangle will make enough of a difference that it
Oh,
would,
no, that little triangle's, like I said, little triangle is it just,
it's nearly as.
it's just fixing like,
right, well,
an error, yeah.
okay, because I see if we straighten this out, what point in this do we then make this just this rectangle? Right? So that's going back to the farm.
No, you look at here, yeah, right,
Yeah,
and what's going back?
So this-
That whole back piece is going back to the front.
correct. So what I'm asking you is if we ignore that for square footage for the lot size, right?
Well, that's
Because it's not gonna be part of it.
right. So
When
now
you
it's
fix
not-
that little triangle, this square space here, rectangle here, does that, what is that square footage for that property?
Again, I don't wanna look at that, show me this.
You need it anyway. You can go.
Okay, fine. So here, we're fixing this little squiggle, okay?
Yeah.
This is going back to.
This was all by itself. This triangle
I know,
was by itself,
I know.
so it's
I
just a,
I know, I don't think
Okay.
you're seeing what I'm
Okay.
saying here.
Yep.
So this square, what I'm asking basically is, once that's fixed.
Yep.
This rectangle here
is gonna be a conforming
will
lot
be conforming and
for variances,
square footage wise will be okay.
correct?
Okay, that was all I was asking.
Okay, so
We're
the
good.
next person can buy, and it's all, and it's a lot line adjustment, it's not creating new lots, because you're just, it's like you're taking this line,
Right, but
knocking
as
it
this is,
down.
as this is drawn right now, this is like however many acres, that's 4.5 acres.
Yeah, but you're sure.
But now you're going down to, I just wanted to make sure that the current house that was there, that you didn't create a problem where the square footage of the lot size was
Yeah.
not.
gonna be a race.
Well, it is, that, I mean, and that's why he's here.
Yeah, I get it, I'm just,
You're just saying, I get
I
it.
didn't have dinner, my brain is a little slow.
No, that's okay, when we looked at it the first time, it took us more than a minute.
So Jamie, it's not gonna be a race, it's gonna be its own lot, this square.
No, that's, it's become part of the farm,
Back to the farm.
waste.
Oh, it is being
Which that way then he still retains his bridge.
And it also is not creating a new lot, it's just reconfiguring the lots. So it'll go administratively for the subdivision.
And the bridge is a whole lot better than trying to drag your equipment down Collin Road.
That is the equivalent of committing suicide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, people were tailing me when I went down that
They
road.
fly, yeah, they
They were
fly.
not letting me go slower than,
So like, you know, Indianapolis, why I
Colin
do
Road.
that 24 hours a day.
it's, people were flying down that road.
Yeah, cool. We did that.
Okay, did we close the public hearing?
I'll make the motion to close it.
Okay, can I get a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, let's go to our discussion.
Sorry.
No,
Thank you, Jamie.
No, I,
We talked about it a long time in the meeting, so that was the, I think it makes
When I was looking at
sense.
it, I was trying to figure it out.
We kept looking at it and pulling up pictures, what we were
Yeah,
doing.
I did that too.
I think it makes it more conforming.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think access to his property is important.
Now that it was explained to me,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Do we have any discussions before I go into the questions? Okay, first question, whether the benefits sought by applicant can be achieved by a feasible alternative to the variance?
No.
No. It really can't be. Separate tax map.
How it has to be.
Yeah, there was an error, so whether undesirable change would be produced in character of neighborhood or detriment to nearby properties.
It's a benefit to the properties, actually.
Right. It's a benefit, so it wouldn't be a detriment to the neighborhood.
Correct.
Eric?
No.
Okay, whether the request variance is substantial?
No.
No. Whether the variance has an adverse impact on the physical and environmental conditions of the neighborhood?
No.
No. Whether the alleged difficulty was self-created?
No.
No.
No. That is a no.
I agree. Because it's not self-created, it's something a lot line was done back
There
in
was a
the
surveyor
40s.
that did it wrong.
So it's not self-created, right? But he wants to change it.
well,
It is fine.
I think as to part of it, it's not self-created as to another part. Yes.
Partisan.
Partisan, and that is an okay answer, because it's all way, test anyway.
I agree. It could be.
Your no almost got there. It's gonna
I'm
bring
still
order
not, no, it's still 5 minutes.
now. Okay,
So we're going no and yes on that one?
yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it
This
was
is back and
self-created,
forth.
but he's trying to fix it, so it's a yes, so it's self-created that he wants to fix it. Okay. Okay, all right. ZBA further finds.
It makes us
I'm sorry.
worry.
The ZBA, after taking into consideration the above 5 factors, finds that the benefit of the application does outweigh the detriment to the neighborhood or community. There is an agreement that there is no significant impact on the environment, therefore I propose a type 2 action on seeker and no further review is required. Based on our discussions, would someone make a motion to grant or deny an area variance for this applicant?
Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to grant a lot area variance of 65,152 square feet and a road frontage variance of 39.25 feet to Stephen Egger for the property located at 7364 Collin Road, East Syracuse, New York 13057. Technically, because of the way that the application is, should the variance be granted to the living trust? Maybe. Is the property in the name of the trust?
The house is in the name of the trust, so it probably should be the trust. I'm a trustee, so
Right.
that's fine, so.
Is- The house is in the name of the trust, is the other piece, the farm piece,
Farm piece is also in the name of the trust.
same trust, okay.
And so is the triangle.
Okay, so we're good.
But instead of it being his name, it should be the trust, because the trust is what owns the property.
Under living trust is not.
Okay,
use
okay.
that.
All right, for the property located at, yeah, that's why I asked that question. At 7364 Collin Road, East Syracuse, New York 13057, tax map 038.03-07.2. This variance is being granted for the approval of the division of land application. I'll second that.
All in favor? Anybody opposed? Okay, so you're set to go, Mr. Becker.
All set. You guys have a great
Thank you for
evening.
coming, and thank you for bearing with the other three and sitting there patiently. I appreciate it. All right, so,
Now, I don't know how all this works. Do I get some kind of a
Tom will be in
document
touch.
or something, so I can
Yeah.
have them to.
Yeah, if you don't hear from Tom, like by Tuesday, Wednesday next week, I would just give him a call. And he'll have what you need for that.
Very good.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
all right, other business, just wanna make sure everybody takes that work safety training. If you haven't, you have until September 12th. That's one thing I wanted to bring up. If you have not gotten that, Sue, it's
Okay.
Kate. Kate should have sent you an email. It's the training.
Okay, so you gotta contact somebody
Thank
from
you.
Durham to get into your email.
It's real quick.
I did twice, but anyway.
If you want to set up some time, I can help you get it.
Okay.
set up.
So just contact Kay to get that link.
Yes, and if you've done it through SU, I believe that also
Yes.
can, if you've done SU's
Oh.
work safety, you
I
can
didn't-
use that.
Yeah, you got,
You just gotta submit
Is it the,
it just has to be a sexual harassment.
it's the one related to the red hair, right?
Well, it's.
No, I don't,
It's
I
all
don't.
the sexual
harassment?
Yeah, I did
Yes.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
just if you've already done it, just,
Well, it's sexual harassment, it's under safety training. work
yeah,
safety
so
training.
if you've done that, just make sure you
I did
forward,
it last week.
yeah,
Oh,
just,
there you go.
I've done
Yeah.
it four
So just forward it to Kay.
Right. I mean, you.
well,
once
if
once
you
do
did it,
once.
if you did it from the town, you're fine, you don't have to forward her anything, she'll get something from the training that it's been done, but if you're gonna submit something from a different agency, just make sure you submit it to Kay.
Alright, and then the other thing is that we've received an email from Karen requiring her the dual authentication. The town, just like we do with SU, the town of Manlius is doing the dual authentication. If you need assistance with doing that, check your email, and Leo, Alex Leo is there to assist.
Yeah, and if you need further help with that, Ian, we can help you guys with that.
I can help do it, I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty straightforward.
We keep fixing it for me, then I have an icon, and then I go, yeah.
So I don't put it,
That's weird.
put it in the.
That's all my other business that I had.
May I make a motion to adjourn? I'll second that.
All in favor?